Hello from Hong Kong and welcome to this week's market update. Stock markets were broadly positive again this week as news of incoming President Biden's stimulus plans supported equities. What form though will the stimulus take? If, like Biden outlined, that a total of $2,000 of stimulus checks will be sent out, I would argue this does little to push the US forward in the long term, though it is likely necessary to lift more than 12 million Americans out of poverty. Biden outlined a focus on infrastructure projects, which will not only provide employment and generate tax revenue, but also improve the aging roads, bridges, and ports, facilitating improvements in connectivity, something the US needs to remain competitive. One would argue with interest rates at close to 0%, this is the best time to lean into large-scale investment projects. US Treasury yields surged in the past few weeks, with some concern if they continue rising at pace that this may derail the equity market. A gradual rise in yields should be palatable to markets, and so far equities seem untroubled. But this is something we should all watch out for in the weeks and months ahead. Increased Treasury yields also helped support the US dollar this week and caused gold to slip. The world continues to love Made in China. Export figures for the month of December showed a surge of 18.1% year on year, and this is not a bounce back from COVID, as in January 2020, COVID hadn't even taken hold yet. China's balance of payments surplus hit $78.17 billion, and December surplus alone would have been the fifth highest annual surplus of any country in 2019, which is really quite astonishing. Finally for this week, famed investor Catherine Wood announced that her company ARK Investment will launch a space ETF, ARK Exploration. Now some space ETFs already exist, but have failed to attract much investor interest. Now it'll be interesting to see if ARK's entering into this space will boost the sector. Virgin Galactic stock jumped 14% on the news, and investors will be watching for any indication that Elon Musk's SpaceX plans to IPO. Now, with Catherine Wood's biggest fund, ARK Innovations, Anchor Holding, being another of Musk's companies, you may have heard of it, Tesla, perhaps she knows something we don't about SpaceX. That's all for this week's market update. Now I'll see you all again next week.